high ground. you all!
Enter freely, Kristoff. I bid you welcome to my domain. It is fitting that you should be here now, at the beginning of the new age, as you were at the end of the last era.
I shall cause thy fall now, as I did then.
But then was I not yet arisen? Your untimely intervention set me back nearly a millennium. But I am lucky, if not patience. And now, I am omnipotent.
Nay, for we have denied thee Orsi's statue for thy ritual.
I'll live.
We shall stop thee!
It's over, Kristoff. I have already risen, with power enough to consume even antediluvians.
No!
But I must extend my gratitude to you, Kristoff. My former vessel, Leposa, lacked a certain purity. But Anesca, her virtue bubbles up from so rich a spring that I have been endlessly supplied with purity to defile. I would never have found her without your assistance. You sent her to me, and she has been so loyal and willing a servant to me over these long eons. I shall now embrace her, and she will rule with me over the cattle of humanity for all time.
Nay! Anesca is not thine!
She serves thee not. She sent a summons to awaken me from torpor.
Is this true, Anesca?
Dear master, please allow me to split Kristoff's joints and fleshcraft his bones into a throne for thy glory.
Monster! I'll destroy thee!
I have a better idea. Serve me.
I know thou art wicked, but I never thought thee a fool.
Serve me. You don't really have any love for the Antediluvians, do you? The day of Gehenna is coming, and they intend to consume you, and Wilhelm, and Lily, and all other vampires. I will prevent that. I will give you eternity, life everlasting. We will greet the awakening grandsires with another flood, a deluge of their own blood!
One antediluvian is no better than 13. I cannot entrust such power unto any, let alone thee.
Then suppose I gave you your beloved Anesca as well.
What?
Consider this. Even if you could destroy me, which you cannot, you would destroy her as well. Remember, she is my ghoul, and after all these centuries, she is utterly dependent on my blood. If I die, she shatters into thousand-year-old dust. But serve me, and I'll give her to you. What say you?
Nay. I shall fight thee to stop thy mad scheme, even at the cost of my life.
These calls me stuck to crystals.
Thy wrath. Lack of precious
You
blood.
have no hope of winning.
I have hope beyond hope.
You waste my time. I have no more patience for you. Your skin and bones will add to the walls of my cathedral of flesh.
Ah!
thy ground.
I am the wall of memory. I contain the secret thoughts of Anesca.
I am damned. In the holy orders, I once dreamed of the eternity of bliss that would be mine for my devotion to the Lord. Eternity is now mine, but not bliss. I shall live as long as a voivod, or as long as a voivod is pleased with me, or as long as a voivod is pleased to defile me. Heavenly bliss is not to be my lot, only empty torment. Yet still I dare to hope. Still I live.
Oh, Anesca.
I have lived for 50 years. All I loved are dead and gone. My beloved Kristoff has perished in the fall of Vukodlak. His sacrifice has preserved innocence in the world, and so I rejoice. But my suffering grows with each passing night. The voivod takes great delight in seeing me rise with fresh hope, for it means he may once again drag me down. Should I surrender all hope and break as the busa is broken, his pleasure would be at an end. Yet I will not abandon my hope, even though such hope fills his empty heart with glee, as it fills mine with pain.
I cannot bear it.
For more than 200 years, I have suffered every possible form of humiliation and defilement. I have fallen from the chaste and inviolate woman I once was, yet I have borne it all with hope in my heart. But now I am sinking into the murky depths, and the last whisper of hope in me is fading like the final bubbles of breath from a drowning woman. As we grow close to the day of his resurrection, Vukodlak has found the only defilement I cannot bear. He has decreed that I inflict defilement on others by binding innocent men and women into the walls of his accursed cathedral of flesh. His power compels me, and I cannot resist a direct command. I can endure my own degradation, but I cannot abide to befoul others. I fear I shall shatter like glass.
My poor, poor Anesca. This is my doing. Every humiliation she suffers is on my head.
Kristoff, you can't blame yourself for the choices she made.
Silence.
It is 2 centuries and a half after Vukodlak took me, and his resurrection draws nigh. He now demands that I surrender the final shreds of my honor and perform evil acts of my own volition. I cannot defy my master's command that I defile others, and when I resist him, my poor body carries out his tasks against my will, like a puppet. He's driving me mad. So I must change. Rather than resist the evil I am compelled to do, I now embrace it and perform my tasks with zeal. The Master favors me, and as I embrace his evil, he gives me greater power. I have been Lebusa's equal since my arrival. Now shall I take over her duties, gladly trading the final measure of my innocence for control over the Voivod's worldly affairs. 'Tis the only way.
Oh no! She gave up! I'm so sorry, Kristoff. Kristoff, are you okay?
I mourn for her soul.
I have now lived more than 300 years past my natural lifespan. I have committed atrocities beyond all imagining, but my plan has succeeded. Though Vukodlak has extraordinary power, his exile from the world makes him weak. He must act through Lebusa, who wields great power within our haven. But in just a few years I have usurped all of Lebusa's power and left her a wretched outcast in the cathedral of flesh she helped build. Long ago the Voivod stripped her of her soul and gave her power in exchange. Now that I have taken away that power, she is a pitiable creature indeed. She has no place here, yet she cannot leave. I would lament her fate, but I have no tears to shed, even for myself, for Resurrection Day draws nigh.
That gives me the creeps. This is supposed to be the purest woman in the world?
Lily, I think you should really zip it.
I'm only trying to help Kristoff get over...
Zip it!
You're right, Kristoff. I'm so sorry. You must be feeling awful. I wish I could...
My feelings be damned. Tonight, we slaughter every denizen of this foul place, or die in the attempt.
On the eve of his resurrection, Vukodlak bade us slaughter the Premisel leaders, even as they began the ritual that would raise him from torpor. I have learned well the lessons of corruption, for I have turned my hand to the corruption of the Voivod's resurrection. In the guise of offering wise counsel to Vukodlak, I poison his heart against those who could speed his resurrection. I accuse the faithful of disloyalty. I accuse the powerful of dangerous ambition. I praise the weak and ineffectual, like the merchant toad Orsi, as obedient servants. Vukodlak's fear of losing power is far greater than his hope of gaining new power, and so he believes every doubt I whisper in his ear. And so he crushed his own resurrection.
Wow. She sacrificed her innocence to stop Vukodlak.
Vukodlak's rage is implacable. His resurrection has failed so often that he blames all the Tzimisce of Europe. He desires to move our entire cathedral of flesh to the new world where we may begin again. This vast undertaking will involve many shipments of native soil. I am well pleased, for this foolish migration shall take at least a century and further postpone his resurrection. Alas, I fear I can no longer prevent the Voivod's awakening. Lord Vukodlak has gained great power from the fear and apprehension afoot in the world on the eve of the new millennium. These fears feed him, and despite my greatest efforts, his resurrection is now inescapable. There are none who can help me. I can only hope against hope for the return of the one man Vukodlak fears. I pray that God restores Kristoff.
Come with me quickly. I can help you.
Why should I enter thy trap, servant of the fiend?
Please, for Anesca. She says that if you would have hope even when your cause is lost, you should follow me.
I go, but I go with my sword at thy back.
Go now. There is little time. Destroy him and topple this vile cathedral. Now, my dark love, I give you thanks for allowing me to serve you all these years, watching over your sweetly cruel visage in torpor. My defilement is complete.
You survived my hosts. Impressive, young crusade. You have earned something few have seen. Your final vision shall be that of my true form. Watch as I reveal the absolute power of the Voivod!
to her, Kristoff.
Now that the fiend is no more, my unnatural power dissolves. I fear for my soul after my defilement, after all that I have done. But I rejoice that my last sight shall be thee. I only pray that one day I may attain thy forgiveness.
I grant all forgiveness, though thou art blameless and pure in mine eyes.
Then death finds me in joy and rapture.
Anesca, my accursed soul trembles to utter these selfish, blasphemous words. But thou need not die if thou wouldst endure.
Thou would still have me, Kristoff? I scarcely dared hope.
Thy love has redeemed me across 1,000 years. I would that I could offer salvation in return, but I have none to give, only damnation.
Damnation with thee would be sweet as salvation. Let thy love cast me down and raise me up forever. Take me, my love.